Hello everyone, welcome to My Garage. My Garage is a fantastic game that allows you to play as a car enthusiast. It allows you to buy vehicles either from the junkyard or from a used market, or you can just buy a brand new vehicle right from the dealer. It allows you to restore said vehicles. Depending upon vehicle's condition, it will require different amount of work. It also allows you to drive your built or bought vehicles. But for today, I am looking to create a vehicle strictly out of junkyard parts. Before recording this video, I was looking for what parts to use as a project, and I found this Wolf and a diesel engine. The engine requires 3 pistons, a clutch plate, a turbocharger, intake manifold, exhaust manifold, and an ungodly amount of extra parts, some of which I have in the bag. For this Wolf, I think it is quite boring to put a diesel engine in it, as it is one of its engine. I am thinking of putting this diesel engine in B200. It's a heavy truck in my garage. Furthermore, I am thinking of putting dualies and a long bed on the truck. So I am going to de-rust, paint and clean this Wolf to grab a quick cash.
A few minutes later.
Here we are finished. The Wolf originally cost me around 5 grand. Now it's going for 10 grand. I say that's quite a good markup. Let's go to the junkyard and I'm gonna load maximum amount of vehicles. After loading the junkyard, I bought upper and lower hose for the truck. I then found 2 short bed trucks. One was in better condition than the other. The better one was valued at 7,600. From my earlier experience, I had a situation where I disconnected some parts from the vehicle, which didn't result in lowered price. I gave it a second chance and removed its radiator and transmission. The price dropped this time, so I bought it. I then found a bare bone rear axle for B200, and afterward noticed that the second truck that spawned had good front and back axle, so I removed it from the truck and bought it. After I just bought the bare bone one, yeah, that's already adding to the extra costs. But let me be fair, if I record every part, then I won't have any space left in my hard drive. The video is already 6 hours long and I have to condense it to 25 to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna cut it to the part where I started working on the vehicle.
One eternity later.
Welcome back to a point where I think I have enough part for the restoration and have broken down the vehicle little too much. I just haven't realized it. For now, enjoy my struggle to build the car. Here I was unable to connect these 2 frames, so I thought I needed separate parts. I made an even bigger mistake by deconstructing the truck's cabin. After getting tired for reaching nowhere, I searched for answer where I got to know that you can accidentally destroy a vehicle if you are not careful. For B200 to retain as a vehicle, only 2 things need to remain connected: a frame rail and a structural brace. Armed with this knowledge, I went to the junkyard again, got a short bed truck, then learned short bed trucks cannot be converted into long bed trucks. And that's the story of my life. Since a lot of junk was piling up, I connected rusted part to the short bed truck and sold it. I went back to the junkyard again to get a long bed truck. And for real this time, let's build that damn truck. First I put the right side frame rail on, then the rear brace, then the transmission, then the half shafts, and just like that, suspension was built. I noticed that I was missing a rear shock. I was not able to find a rear good shock in the junkyard, so in the meanwhile, I started building the engine. I was able to find a performance piston, so I installed it. At this point, I took notice of all the missing parts. These parts include rear shock, intake manifold, water pump, shiny rear drums, and lastly, its pads. I was only able to collect rear shock, drums, and pads. But let's continue. I struggled to put on tires. Afterwards, I went to the junkyard again and collected a good alternator belt, a crappy intake manifold, water pump, a good air filter, a heavy duty tire, and a nice alternator. With this part, I continued work on the engine, and within few minutes, I got a fully built engine. I mounted the engine in the chassis. Then mounted the second heavy-duty tire. I noticed that the front left tire has no thread left, so I swapped it with another tire since I had one lying around. I was very confused by the steering system of B200. Since I was not able to find a working steering system in the junkyard, I hoped that I would be able to find them in the junkyard. Here I was still under the impression that it required 2 tie rods. Ooh, foreshadowing. I was installing a diesel engine, so I thought it needed a radiator from the Wolf, and I don't know why I thought that. This added radiator to the shopping list, as the Wolf radiator didn't installed. I started building the truck cabin as I wanted to utilize the handbrake. And just like that, I built the cabin and got myself a radiator. The fitment was just right. It's not like that I forgot to record. I went back to the junkyard and looked for tie rods, and none spawned. In the junkyard, I realized that the Bart and Jesse's brake cylinder can also fit in B200. So I bought one as I was having trouble finding a good B200 brake cylinder. After the junkyard trip, I started finalizing the truck. I installed the best panel I had on the truck. On the corner of my eye, I realized the radiator had coolant already in it. I pushed the vehicle to the gas station, which led to this. So now let's take off the handbrake and let's push. Hope no car gets in the way. Oh, stop. This is dumb. Stop. What the hell? This is dangerous. I don't like it one bit. How much it is worth right now? 53.73. Nice. I know the parts I install are not top quality. That much I know. Let me put in some diesel. I put some blue diesel in it. I tried starting it, which made me realize that the dash contains the ignition. So I installed the dashboard and the clutcher. Come on, start. Holy shit, that scared the hell out of me. What the hell is that? And I should really put tie rods in it. And put it in park and turn off the engine. Over here, I broke the rule and bought 2 tie rods. And yes, 2 tie rods. Then realized it only needed 1 tie rod. Here I searched for turbo exhaust header. I wasn't able to find it. I found out that the long bed cargo box was damaged. So I only installed the long bed. I finally put some doors on. And took the truck to the junkyard. The speedometer. Oh my god, it's loud, it's very loud. I cannot hear myself. This sound comes different. It's like a different sound from the real engine sound. This sound is suppressed engine sound, and the other one is like they put on when you don't have a silencer. Holy hell. Wow, the truck is far more stable than the Wolf. And its cutting radius is also horrible. Hey, I see some parts over there. I want to know what parts are those. My ears are ringing. I found my lost exhaust header and a heavy duty hub. I loaded the junkyard and found some pristine interior panels for the boat doors. I was unable to find windows and its mechanisms. After fighting with Headliner, I came to the conclusion that I needed something else to keep it in the place. I slept on the new hood and a very pristine cargo box, which was held by hopes and dreams as I didn't bring a welder. I reinstalled the dashboard as Headliner had no intention of remaining in one place. I replaced the cluster as I found a high price cluster at the junkyard. High price at the junkyard means it's a functioning part, which was the right call, as all of its gauges worked. After returning to the garage, I installed the carpet, exhaust, and lights on the truck. I started the vehicle after installing the exhaust and was suddenly able to hear turbo. Start. Now I can hear turbocharger noises. What's going on here? Well guys, here it is. Here's the list. I didn't know what to put in the operating costs, so I went with a junk truck, which initially cost me $6,200. I'm including this because I used almost all of its parts, like body panels and all the small trims that were used in the restored vehicle. And secondly, we have taxi costs. I went 52 times. This is a low ball since I know sometime I didn't write it. Each cost me around 10 and this cost me $5,200. This will be the whole operating cost. Now let's come to the parts cost. First of all, we have leaf springs, 4 of them, each for $20 and costing me $80. Front and back axle, 2 of them, $140 and $280. Piston, this is a performance piston HP, which cost me around $27. 3 piston, these are regular, so $36. Drive shaft front and right, since this is 4x4, so $70. Transmission drive shaft, $20. Brake disc, since one of them was very thin, I didn't like to put that in, so I bought a new one, which cost me $15. Exhaust header, $12. Turbo, $124. This came with a bad filter. I got a new one afterwards, so I will include that cost too. Fuel pump, $23. Belt tensioner, $11. Radiator, $26. Alternator, $45. Exhaust manifold, $36. On to the next page. Steering pump, $4. Clutch plate, $32. Gear stick, $22. Cab carpet, $25. Dashboard, $120. Windshield, $79. Drum brakes, 4 of them, each for $2 and cost me $8. Brake line, $2. Front brakes with pads. Oh, these are including the caliper and the pads included. So they cost me around $8. Shock absorber front, 2 of them for $22. Exhaust, $31. Cargo box with floor bed, $118. Starter, $26. Brake cylinder, $29. Alternator, $6. Power steering, $8. Glow plug, 4 of them for $8. Injector, 2 of them, $6. Hub with wheels. This means the whole assembly. It comes with the hub and the brake pads, caliper, all things were included in there. And a separate hub, which I will need it since the other one was very damaged. Next one, pads, 4 of them. These are front brake pads, $16. Intake manifold, $14. Water pump, $14. Hood, $25. Cluster. This one was the good cluster and cost me $66. And this was the one that had all the working gauges. Side exhaust, $45. This did not connect it to the vehicle, so I'm not including it in the final cost. Cargo box. This one I bought. Well, this one was in very good condition and was working. 469. Nice. Frame rail. Two of them. 94. B200 long body. This is after I got the short body and realized it will not interchange between short body and long body. So it cost me 232. And final we have 8,655. We exclude $45 from above. It will come in 8,610. Well guys, I lost my save file, so I don't have the truck to compare its price to the amount spent. That's why I cannot give you a conclusion if we had profit or we lost money. And guys, I'll do it again if I get good views and likes on this video. So guys, subscribe, like and comment on this video. I am starting from zero, so your help will be greatly appreciated. And I'll catch you in another video. Bye bye.